Welcome to another episode of Abyss to Zenk. I'm your host, future Hall of Famer Scotty B. This is episode number 5. I'm going to bring in my co-host, Boogie Woogie Andrew. There he is, everybody. After a few technical difficulties in 4 minutes of fucking around, we are on the air.
We're here.
So as Andrew was saying and said earlier before we cut out to fix it, Andrew had an exciting week, didn't you, buddy? His birthday was last weekend, and he got to celebrate his birthday.
That's me right there.
In less comfort. There's right there. What is that? Is that black and white?
My girlfriend drew me this for my birthday.
Yeah. That was a look on your face on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then around today, it was, when you called me this afternoon, it was back to normal. I was convinced that could be it for him. I thought after yesterday, I thought, well, that could be it. Podcast is over. Andrew's dead. And I would do the next one in memory of Boogie Woogie Andrew, and 3 people would watch it. That'd be it. So 3 people know you're dead, and 2 of the people will be me.
I don't know if we're getting that many viewers. Come on.
But anyway, so we're doing a business thing today. And this time, we're going to do the date August 30th, 1988. So let's jump to Andrew real quick. And what's going on? I know what's going on for me August 30th, 1988. And you should know what's going on for you August 30th, 1988. It's a big week in our city. But you go ahead and tell me what you're doing.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'll tell you when it gets to me.
Okay. For me, that would have been right around the time, summertime, that I was spending my summers in Salmon River, New Brunswick. So I wasn't in St. John to experience whatever it is that you're going to be going on about. For me, I was just having a fun time being an 8-year-old kid. That last little week before starting, I believe I would have been starting grade 3 or 4 that year.
At 8? I think you're old. Yeah, I think 4 maybe. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Anyway, keep going.
No, grade 3. Or maybe it was 4. Gosh, who knows? So you're 6 years old in grade 1, 7 and 2.
So it'd be 8 and 3. Yeah, you're
8
right.
and 3.
3. Yeah.
But is it at the start of the year or the end of the year? Anyway.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the year, I think. I don't know, but anyway, keep going.
Yeah. For me, I was, at this time and pretty much the entire Z-Man Chronicles during his career, except for the first one. My whole thing is going to be that I was just a big wrestling fan. Like that was my thing. I hadn't yet gotten into any other sport. So like getting wrestling magazines, getting the toys. I mean, we're in 88, so it's still LJNs. It's still like total kayfabe 100%. And you know how it is when you're a wrestling fan, you defend wrestling more than wrestlers.
Oh man, I'll get to that one. Talk with me, but keep going.
that was my August 30th, 1988. What about yourself?
So for me, I just got home from camp, which I'm not going to mention the name of the company that sponsors this camp. I'll say it's a coffee company that's based maybe out of Canada, and it was it was horrible 10 days, brother. As a kid, the threat was if you don't be good, we'll send you back to camp. I'm like, I swear to God, I won't do whatever I was doing wrong. It was not good. And what else was it? There was that. Oh, the exhibition, brother. The exhibition was going on, so that's what I was doing that whole week, man. Yeah. It was all about the exhibition. Because it would have been, I'll tell you my week right now. It would have been Monday, races, Monday night, and a little bit of exhibition. Tuesday would be the exhibition. And the way you had to pay to get in, right? Well, I didn't have to pay to get in. Because my whole existence was a harness racing track. Now, people don't know, the racetrack was right next to the exhibition. So my dad's friends, or when they would let me just jump on the jogging cart, there's a way to get in. Boom, I'm in for free. And I get all the tickets, sell the rides and bracelets and stuff, so I got all the hookup. So like August 3rd was a Tuesday exhibition. That's what it was for me, man. That'd be my whole thing. I'd be down there around probably noon or 1, be home by about 9 or 10. That was my whole day.
I can say I was always jealous because by the end of the summer, I was over Salmon River, and I wanted to get home. And I never really got to experience the exhibition until like my teen years. I would have the fair in Chipman, New Brunswick. Which is
like what, 2 rides?
Well, there was a few rides, but like the biggest ride was the Ferris wheel, And,
that's a pretty, no offense, it's a pretty shitty fair.
Well, it's funny, when I moved here, I got on my first roller coaster. Before that, I had never had one.
got my first one at the at Orlando, and not gonna deny it. Fuck roller coasters, dude. They're not my thing. That's my thing. But that I was big into wrestling too, because like you were saying with defending it. I remember my sister right around this time was like, there's no way wrestling's real. I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. She's like, who names their kid the Honky Tonk Man? I'm like, well, maybe the parents was weird. My sister was a bitch anyway, so fuck her. Yeah. But anyway, so that's that. So we're going to jump into the shows for the day, and then we're going to hop into the show that we're going to watch. Well, the match we're going to watch. There's only 3 house shows this day. Tuesday, August 30th.
Like everywhere?
Yeah, like all over the world. Yeah. And actually, so basically where we start at, because I'm not going to jump into the match we're going to watch right away. We have NWA in Savannah, Georgia, the Civic Center. It's a TV taping. They only give us 1 match listing. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard versus the Midnight Express ended with a no winner, double DQ. We also had a ton of squash matches. Stampede that day in Innsfall, Alberta. Do you know that? I don't know how that place is at. No. Cowboy Lane defeated Skylo Low. Bruce Howard defeated Goldie Rogers. Gary Albright defeated Steve Blackman. For the British Commonwealth mid heavyweight title, Johnny Smith defeated Beef Wellington. Chris Benoit and Lance Isle defeated the Cuban Commanders, Cuban Assassin, and Gary Morrow. And for the Stampede North American heavyweight title, Moccasin defeated Steve DeSalvo by disqualification. Average age of wrestlers, 37 years old.
Oh, that's an old card.
Yeah. So I'm going to hop into our match, and then I'll give the rest of that card away once we watch our match. Our match today is, what's my thing? It's a tag team match. Tommy Zenk and Stan Hanson versus Abdullah the Butcher and the garbage truck outside your house. Is that Duke Drozy out there coming in to wrestle?
I believe that was his indie name, the Garbage Man, when he was number 500 in the PWI 500.
Maybe it's the guy outside your house hitting the garbage in. Versus Abdullah the Butcher and Jimmy Superfly Snuka. October 30, 1988. Let's go find this match and hop right on it. So give me 1 second here. What do you got? You got the Brody one. Is that Brody or Hanson?
Stan Hanson, brother.
All right, let's jump in. Where are we got here? Because I have a ton of stuff in my list. There we are. Give it a second. Throw that bad boy on mute.
So this will be fun.
Like Brody gets. Oh yeah, Brody dies a couple months before. So Hanson's kind of just floating around for tag partners. Well, no, Brody was already gone, wasn't he?
Brody died in July, so he died a month before this.
And Brody,
go
ahead.
But Brody was teaming with Snuka at the time, and Hansen was teaming with Gordy.
Random guys. Yeah,
mostly Gordy, but here we have him teaming with the Man of the Hour.
It's strange, a weird tag team combination. I know they were going to put Hansen with Brody before he passed away. That was a talk. They were going to do a singles feud with them, and they never did because Brody got killed, unfortunately. Yeah. I watched that documentary, by the way. I'd suggest people do it. The one on Brody. What was the name of the documentary again? I just found it on the drive.
I'm not sure.
The Last Outlaw.
Oh yeah.
Let's just check it out, people. Really, really good. Worth it. Awesome. So Abdullah and Snuka. I mean, Snuka at this point, dude, 88. I mean, come on. He's close to the end.
No. You know how Snuka wrestled like right up until he died.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
the end of his usefulness?
Yeah.
I would say you go back even further, man. I'd say 84 was the last good year.
Well, what was the year that he had the thing with Funk? And it was 82, I think, with him against the Funks. Him and
that was 82.
Yeah. Here's Abdullah. Just fuck, man. Talk about a guy who I never understood how people loved him so much. I was never a fan of Abdullah. I never cared for him.
He was the scariest wrestler to me as a kid. Abdullah the Butcher, Kamala, and the Dungeon Master.
Ox Baker, man.
Ox Baker too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Those are the 4. Those are the top 4 for me.
I want to see how Zenk does in this match with I'm gathering in a purple lot with Snuka, not with Abdullah, because that makes no fucking sense. But it still depends. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is an interesting combination. I don't remember a lot of Hansen Abdullah stuff. So I'm curious to see how they interact, because Hansen's he's not the type of wrestler that's just gonna roll over and take a lot. You know, he's gonna be constantly fighting.
Well, it's interesting. Zenk looks so out of place here.
Yeah.
Like, it's so... I mean, just weird and like his style doesn't even really mess with All Japan that well.
Well, it's funny because he was in All Japan in '86 with Martel, and then after the Can-Ams disbanded, I believe he went back to All Japan in either late '87 or early '88 into '88, and then he would eventually go to AWA later this year, and then to WCW.
It's just strange. Like it's just weird. And this is before All Japan really goes to the strong side. They don't go to the strong side like '90, I think. They're still doing some honky shit back then.
Yeah, I would say the Tenru Jumbo series in '89 is when they turned their corner from having a lot of screw job finishes to clean finishes.
It's headline. Jesus Christ! Like really, what you fucking rocking at the Guns N' Roses there, buddy, with the headbanging?
Damn right, man.
Oh man! And like Abdullah and his hands are just on the fucking floor the whole time. Like I didn't know this was a Texas Tornado match.
Well, it's an Abdullah match. He's not going to be working in the apron too much.
Oh my god!
But even back in the day, Abdullah and the Sheik against teams like Jumbo and Baba and the Funks, it was pretty chaos.
You think Abdullah just pleased when he bumps into something now with all the blade jobs he did? Like walks through a door.
I think he's happy that he's alive with his Hep C.
Man, he's having some rough times, man. People trying to take his house and shit. Boys weren't paying their bills back then that much.
Zenk is relentless with the headlock. He's
had it on the whole match. And Snuka's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I can't do anything else, brother.
Well, it's funny. I had Beyond the Mat on DVD, and they had some special features on the DVD and included an interview with Mick Foley and Jesse Ventura. And Mick asked Jesse who was the best babyface he ever worked with. And Jesse said Snuka. He said that he remembered working with him in Portland, and he would put him in a move, and Jesse would be like, okay, come back yet?
I thought Duel's name was Zenk. This is not going to be good. Keep going.
And Snuka would just say, no, more heat, brother, more heat. And so like Jesse would just be on top the whole match, and then eventually Snuka would do his comeback.
You know, I watched that Snuka Backlund cage match last night.
Oh, really?
And oh my god, man. Like, what were they thinking? Fucking Snuka was over like the biggest babyface in the world, man. Like, the fact they let him go to the top of that cage and do that splash and miss, and the crowd's going crazy for him. And it's like, you just killed all of Backlund's face heat.
Yeah.
Like, Backlund went from being the number one babyface to like the number fucking 4. Because even he's like number 2. Like, crowd's going crazy for Snuka.
I'd say after Snuka turned, it's Snuka is the number 1 babyface. And then I think Backlund's number 2, because I don't know if there was a viable number 2. Who would you give it to? Putski, Strongbow?
Oh, I don't know, man. But Backlund loses a lot of heat. But anyway, we'll get off Backlund.
Maybe Andre.
Yeah, he's in there. So I'm guessing right now, Hansen's going to do the hot tag comeback.
Hansen's not really been in this match much. This has been the Zenk show.
Well, you got to get to. He's obviously the babyface in this. So you want to he gets beat the whole time. And I guess he does a hot tag to Hansen. And then Hansen will come and do with 14 lariats. Oh, here he comes.
There we go.
Watch this.
Oh, no. We're doing Southern style, brother.
What was that?
That was the referee didn't see the tag.
It was right in front of the referee. How the fuck did he not see it? The ref was right there.
That was bad positioning on the referee's part. Oh, what do we have here? Do you see that?
What's that?
Zenk's cut like right underneath his pectoral.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Fucking Abdullah's probably like, that's where you're getting cut tonight. Just deal with it. Where's he cut it? I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah. That's a little gash.
Yeah. Wonder where that happened. Oh.
Hansen's blind as a bat. He's going to fucking hit like 19 people. No one's going to know what hit him. It'd be fun to get the Vader sometime. If we're still alive.
Well, he does wrestle Zenk at Bash 90.
Vader does, yeah. Beats a living shit. It beats him like a minute and a half.
Yeah. That'll be one where we better hope there's a lot of other stuff going on in the day.
Well,
it's like squash matches, you know.
Yeah. Well, by the time I think around like 91, man, Zenk's basically doing squashes anyway. I think 90, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had that light heavyweight title match against Pillman in '92, So there was still some pay-per-views ahead of him. I don't think he did anything after that. I'm trying to think if he was on pay-per-view at all. Maybe at a Battle Bowl.
Yeah. So it's okay. Hansen's now allowed in the ring. He didn't even tag in.
I guess it's lucha rules, man.
It's fucking refs on crack. Let us know what's going on. Here we go. Headlock. There we go.
Yep.
Yep.
Slow it down. Slow it way down.
Whew, look at that. Does he got a fucked up looking nose right now?
He's bleeding too, man.
Like
this is an Abdullah match. You're gonna get blood.
I know, but why would he? Okay, did you see that spot? The first one, he kicked Hansen. He missed up altogether and kicked Hansen.
Missed that one. Yeah, that's good bleeding from Stan Hansen.
Well, it looks like it's a straight blade from the nose.
Could be, but I mean, he's got that hair where you couldn't necessarily see where it started. So
no, it's not the nose. If it was the nose, it'd be going through the nostrils. It's definitely the head going down the nose. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you do the Captain Lou blade where it's like, throw the blade away. I don't want to get into that because I know the story behind it, but I don't want to get into it because it has something to do with this match. We got to stick on the match. There we go. So
I'm curious. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm curious what else was on this card and who was on the roster during this time because this is like the post Brody era.
Yeah, we'll talk about it once it's over. Because I got the match list. This is. I will tell you the card itself. Go on here. Let's go back. This is. I had it. Oh damn! It's the All Japan Summer Series. It's something. I had it in front of me and I lost it. Let me just take a look here. That's gonna bug me now. I missed the Snuka do fucking the front face look for 10 minutes. So I'm alright. It doesn't tell me. No. It's the Summer Series. Night 2, I think.
You know, that said, so far, out of what we've seen, this is the best match.
Here comes the table.
Just because of the pure chaos. And you're gonna get that with Abby and Hansen. Like a lot of times you get these matches and it's just like this is a wrestling match. Whereas with this feels more like this is out of control.
Abby's just annoying. I love Hansen.
Yeah.
But Abby.
See, I don't mind Abby. I what I like about him is that he's different. Like there's so many guys that are just wrestlers, and Abdullah the Butcher is a force of nature. I'll take him over Snuka.
Yeah, I mean.
No, actually, we were talking about that Brody Snuka match. That was 81.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, 84 he had the Piper stuff, but then he disappeared. Comes back, teams with Tonka Kid. Then he's like teaming with Steamboat in 85. It doesn't like he's on there to like July or so. You know, I thought he was gone earlier than that.
Excuse me. God, I've had a long fucking day. I don't even get started on my day. My day was shit.
I think everybody in this match is bleeding except for Zenk. Oh no, he's bleeding here. So I think everybody, maybe not Snuka. I think if you blow hard on Abdullah, he'll bleed.
Yeah, if you walk by Abdullah, he'll bleed.
Yeah,
like Abdullah walk outside, the wind blows him. Fuck, his gushing.
The referee's count causes blood.
Look at the chair. What's going on? What's the referee doing in this match? Like, dude, they've been outside the ring for like a minute and a half. Why are you not counting anything?
Snuka's got a weapon. I noticed.
The chair was like that old school, like not a folding chair, that actual sitting down chair.
Yeah, the old school chairs.
What is happening in this match?
Everything. It's just it's an outside of the ring brawl. I'm surprised it's not a double countout.
I think something's happening now. I don't know what's going on. I can't see it because I got my camera in the way. Now Hansen has a chain.
We got Snuka and Abdullah who look to be retreating, head into the back. Hansen, not a chain, his bull rope.
Okay. Abdullah's bleeding like a fucking stuffed pig.
Of course he is.
I think they count them out.
I don't know if it's an official yet. That's the problem with being on mute. We're missing out.
We're not going to be able to tell anyway.
But we could tell if there's a bell ring.
Look at this. Look at the fans. Fuck this. This guy's crazy.
I think they're taking the powder. Snuka's doing that as well.
I'll find out once we go over the card. But I'm pretty sure it's a double something.
I don't know if it's double counted or double disqualification or a no contest. Like, what is the official result of Stan Hanson and Tom Zenk against Jimmy Snuka and Abdullah the Butcher?
Very wild little match. It's over now. Very wild little match. So we'll jump into what happened there with that match. So let me go into the event. All Japan Pro Wrestling in Osaka Prefectural Gymnasium in Osaka, Japan. Attendance 3,900 people. You know, unlike people, Japan doesn't get big attendance figures usually. They
depends on the arena they wrestle. They do wrestle in a lot of smaller sized arenas.
Like Budokan's only like what 10,000, I think.
I think a little bit more than that.
All right, so this is the fun part of me trying to pronounce these names. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share the screen and let you pronounce the names because you know more Japanese names than I do, and especially in '89. I don't fucking know any names. So let me go here and share the screen. Let me get that out of there. Move from studio. I'm going to go share it. Share screen. Let me move my camera over a little bit.
By the way, in the future, when we're doing this and watching matches, I recommend instead of having it on full screen, have it not on full screen because then your camera won't
exactly
be so much in the way.
So here you go. Can you see it?
I'm going to have to put it on full screen now. We have Mitso Momada defeated Tatsumi Kidahara. I believe Mitsu Momada is the son of Ricky Dozan, who died a few years ago.
Okay, a few years ago. Yeah, in the 60s. He died a few years ago.
No, Ricky Dozan did, but Momota, he
died a few years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Yoshinari Ogawa defeated Tetsuchi Kikuchi, who was, of course, the victim of the best Boston Crab I've ever seen.
The Hansen, when he almost kills him.
And it
fucking sits right on his back. Jesus Christ. I remember that one. Okay, go ahead.
Masanobu Fuchi and Mighty Inoue defeated Haruka Aiden and Motosushi Okuma. Aiden is, of course, best known for the spit spot in comedy matches. Shunji Takano defeated Rocky Ayakea. Toshiaki Kawada defeated Kenta Kobashi in 12 minutes and 10 seconds. Interesting foreshadowing to what would be the next year. Did you scroll down or something?
Yeah. See, I just have it. That's where it's at. That's where you're going to be at there.
Okay. Akio Sato and Takashi Ishikawa versus Akira Taui and Isayo Takagi ended without a winner as a double countout. The Great Muta defeated the V.
Whoever the fucking V is, and there's the rest of it.
Giant Baba and Hiroshi Wajima, one of the worst wrestlers of all time, defeated Goru Surumi and Rusher Kimura. Shinchi Nakano and Tiger Mask 2, also known as Mitsuharu Misawa, defeated Jerry Oates and Johnny Ace. Abdullah the Butcher and Jimmy Snuka versus Stan Hanson and Tom Zenk ended without a winner.
That's it.
In the main event, Jumbo Shruda and Yoshiaki Yatsu defeated Ashura Hara and Genishiro Tenru.
And the average age is 34.9 years old. So that is that. So, yeah, not a bad little match. I was yawning, Tori. I apologize. Anxiety has gotten the best of me today. I've had a rough fucking day. So, finally trying to mellow myself out didn't work. But, yeah, good blade job by Hansen. I mean, the way it did it. And, again, that was definitely from the head, going to the forehead. Again, Abdullah, like, hi, Abdullah. And he starts bleeding from the head. Like, fuck, Abdullah weighs high and he bleeds from the head. That's basically how it works. Zenk had an interesting one. I think that was from the fork.
Could have been.
In this section, yeah. And then...
could have been, or it could have been Snooker's coat nail. You never know when, worked in those headlocks and stuff.
Now, did Snuka, did he blade in that match?
I don't think so. I think he was the only one that wasn't bleeding.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want that blood getting to the lab and finding who killed Nancy. Anyway, let's get off that topic, everybody. And we're going to jump into some sports that day. Now, to make it a little more fun, because baseball is all we have, I'm actually going to go over the standings first.
Sure.
And I'm going to get you to guess. It's August 30th, 1988. Who is the worst team in the AL East? Now, remember, this is 1988. We only have the AL East, AL West, NL East, NL West.
I'm going to say your Red Sox.
It is not. It is the Baltimore Orioles. Motherfucker. Logos, not easy to find. You're going to find out why here in a second. It was not easy to find. So I found a helmet. Mm-hmm. Who's the worst team in the AL West?
Angels?
Seattle Mariners. And I couldn't find that's a really cool logo, the original one. But again, I couldn't save it. It wouldn't save a JPEG for him. Worst team in the NL East?
Mets?
Phillies. And they were fucking bad in the late 80s, man. They were shit. Worst team in the NL West?
Was it San Diego?
The Braves. But I can remember it because they only had 2 divisions, so it was tough for that. And the best team in the AL East.
Was it the Blue Jays?
Detroit Tigers. And the best team in the AL West. That should be easy to figure out. Come on.
I'm thinking. Was it Oakland?
It was Oakland, yeah. It's late 80s, man. They fucking dominated. Best team in the NL East.
Is it my Cardinals?
9 Mets. I couldn't get a logo. I had to go for the yearbook thing. And last but least, best team in the NL West.
The Dodgers?
It is the Dodgers. There we go. So let's go over the scores that day. Oh, it was baseball. That's it. Everything else is on whatever. So the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Atlanta Braves.
I'm going to say Cardinals win 5-2.
They win 9-1. Baltimore Orioles versus the California Angels.
Baltimore 6, Angels 4.
Whoa, what in the world was that back in? Do I have to edit them gunshots that's happening back there? Like, it's Baltimore 5, California 2. Well, you don't live in the U.S. I think you're safe.
Yeah.
Detroit Tigers versus the Chicago White Sox.
I'm going to say Tigers 3, White Sox 0.
Tigers 1, White Sox 4. Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati 8, Pittsburgh 4.
Cincinnati 6, Pittsburgh 4. So yeah, you're close. Chicago Cubs versus the Houston Astros.
2-1 Astros.
7-4 Astros. The Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals.
Royals 6-5.
No. Cleveland Guardians 4-1 over the Royals. Man, the Royals are real bad this year in baseball too. I'm not talking AM, I'm talking 2022. They fucking stink. They got shut out twice in a row. The Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, they're bad. And the Milwaukee Brewers.
I'm going to say 7-3 Blue Jays.
6-2 Milwaukee. Los Angeles Dodgers at the Montreal Expos.
3-1 Dodgers.
4-2 Dodgers. San Diego Padres at the New York Mets.
6-1 Mets.
1-0 Mets. Boston Red Sox at Oakland Athletics.
Oakland 7-5.
Oakland 1-0. San Francisco Giants at the Philadelphia Phillies. Holy fuck, there's a lot of games. Okay, there's only 2 left of this.
I'm going to say Giants win 4-1.
Phillies 7-5. New York Yankees at the Seattle Mariners.
Mariners 4-3 in extra innings.
Seattle 7-1.
Oh.
And last but least, the Minnesota Twins versus the Texas Rangers.
Rangers 3-0.
Texas 8-6. All right. Next in line, we're gonna have some music. See, we talk about video games. Video games really didn't have like sales at that point, so not going through sales.
Really?
But video game, not really. 88. I could have put it in, but I'll put it in the next one. Top 5.
We can make that more of a newsstand versus newsletter thing if you want.
Top 5 singles of the week. Of August 30th, 1988. Number 5, Simply Irresistible, Robert Palmer. Number 4, Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Ever hear that band, Guns N' Roses? They're a new band out there. The kids like them. I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love by Chicago. I Don't Want to Go On Without You Like That, Elton John. And number 1 is Monkey by George Michael.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard it either. But it's on his big album that has Faith on it and stuff like that. So next is going to be the albums of the year, or the week, sorry. Number 5, he's the rapper on the DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And it's actually funny. You know what? When I was doing the research, I'm guessing DJ Jazzy Jeff was kind of like the guy in charge, and Fresh Prince was kind of there too, right?
I don't know, because if that's the case, where's his career been?
Nowhere, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was mutual. I think they needed each other.
Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Steve Winwood, Roll With It. Holy fuck. If anyone owns that album, please turn off the podcast right now. Number 2, Def Leppard, Hysteria, which I should say I own that album as a 10-year-old. And number 1, Tracy Chapman, self-titled.
It's got Fast Car in it. That's a great song.
Yeah. And it's funny how she was like, I think, you know how I kind of look at her as? Almost like a Radiohead. She has her really hardcore fans, but not a ton of hits. I'm crediting. I'm giving her credit here. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she's kind of in that realm where she's just like, not a bunch of hits, but a lot of really hardcore fans. Because she had Fast Car, and then she came back. Like I remember in '94, she randomly had a song out.
Yeah,
like, oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, top movies. This is where I think we'll get hit with copyright, so we're gonna have to be careful with this one.
Just mute it.
That's true. Number 5, Die Hard. Number 4, where the hell did my list go? There it is. Young Guns.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Have you seen Die Hard?
Yeah, it's about Christmas and shit. It's out in August. It's weird.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would be like releasing Halloween in April.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it has on the list. Number 4, Young Guns. Number 3, A Fist Called Wanda. Number 2, Betrayed. And the number 1 movie at the box office on the weekend of August 30th is going to be, I should really slow that down because I still have to go grab it. It's going to be coming up here in just one moment. Let me put this bad boy on mute so we don't get hit with copyright.
Is it big?
Guess what it is before you see it.
Is this a Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Oh, that's garbage.
The first one, really good. The second one isn't even that bad. Like, who goes into a fucking house that looks like that? I'm sorry, dude. But like, there's been like talks of people being murdered on that street. Probably don't want to go into that house. I'm just saying. You know, would you go into the house?
No, but this is also funny that it's in August. You know, like you would think that they would want to capitalize on Halloween. But I don't know if that was even a thing at this point. Like horror movies could be at any time of the year. It didn't have to necessarily be in October.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street was like 1 was really, really good. 2 was okay. It gets really dumb after 3.
Oh, 3 is amazing. I prefer 3 to 1. Like for me, it goes 3, 1, 2, and then the rest. I'll
tell you something about this. Have you ever seen the one where Robert Englund plays himself?
Yeah, New Nightmare.
Not a bad idea, but I don't think it worked out well. But it's not. They remade Nightmare on Elm Street with a buddy. They had another guy play Freddy.
Yeah, the guy who played. What's his name? From The Watchmen.
It didn't work out well.
Crazy. No, it didn't. It never does, man. Just come up with your own ideas.
Exactly. So, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 of The Dream Master. Let's see when it comes out. They didn't give it when it comes out. But that's number 1 at the box office that weekend. And I'll tell you something funny about Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it was Part 5 where they showed the one where the girl got killed in the shower.
Maybe.
Right? Scared the fuck out of me in the shower forever. That was a problem. That was a bit of an issue for me. Like, listen, dude, it's a fucking movie. Go get in the shower because you kind of stink.
Yeah.
But I was a little afraid of the shower after seeing that scene. But
what was your favorite out of those 5?
Part 1.
No, I mean out of the 5 movies.
Oh, then 5 movies? Let's go take a look here what I gave up. Let's see what they were again. It's tough, dude. I've never seen like Betrayed. I've never seen A Fish Called Wanda.
Oh, really? You've never seen A Fish Called Wanda? That's my favorite of the 5. You need to see that, man. That's so good.
Maybe Die Hard at that point.
Yeah, Die Hard's good.
But all right, we're kind of putting along here. All right, let's jump into we got music done, we got movies done. We're gonna hop into TV listings. The only thing I don't have, well, I do have a setting for it because you're gonna see it. I'm gonna share the screen for that one. And we're gonna go share screen. We're gonna go to that. Where's my TV listings? There we are. And it's coming up slowly but surely.
Yep.
Or
The Avenger.
Hold on a second. Is it still white on your end?
Nope. Here we go. We got Who's the Boss at 8, Full House at 8:30, Moonlighting at 9, ABC News closed.
Yeah, and then we have CBS just has a movie.
But nothing at 8 or 8:30?
I'm guessing something long before that. I'm guessing sports of some kind.
I bet you it was syndication. I bet you it was like whatever the local station had.
Maybe.
What day was this?
Tuesday.
Weird.
They have baseball. But they wouldn't have baseball. Well, they would have baseball at 6 p.m. But no,
you would think it would be on the listing at least.
And at 6 p.m., man, they're not going to have baseball. It's going to be in the news and shit. So, yeah, that's a weird one.
This is 8.
NBC, we have Matlock in the Heat of the Night. Summer Soka. I mean, fuck, you're watching like ABC, dude. Who's the Boss of Full House?
Yeah, and then Moonlighting.
Yeah, I mean, and then we have other things like outside prime time. Growing Pains is already in syndication at 11 a.m. All My Children, The Home Show, Ryan's Hope, General Hospital, Loving. My grandmother used to watch all them fucking soap operas.
My great-grandmother watched Another World and All My Children.
Oh, they're so stupid. No offense, people watch it.
General Hospital, too.
CBS, we have Family Feud. That's a good time. Bold and Beautiful is garbage. Card Sharks, don't remember. Price is Right fun.
They've reinstated or have reproduced Card Sharks for the new generation. It's basically two contestants. There's a deck of cards. You cut the deck, flip the card over, and let's say it's a 3, and you say the next card is it going to be higher or lower?
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Higher, yeah. But instead of like trying to get 21, you just have to try to get higher or lower than the card.
That's the whole game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, I'm not getting
And it's like an hour long, too. Not even half an hour.
That's a fucking long hour, brother. That's a long hour right there.
Yeah.
NBC has Late Night with David Letterman, which is awesome. Days of Our Lives, Win, Lose, or Draw, Another World. Remember that. That's on 2 to 3, and that's 2 episodes on. Super Password, Santa Barbara, Wheel of Fortune, Scrabble, and then Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. So, yeah, that's TV. I mean, it's August, dude. Yeah.
In school, did you go home for lunch or did you eat lunch at school?
No, I ate lunch at school.
So I went home for lunch. I remember watching Classic Concentration on my.
See, I was always jealous people to go home for lunch. I hated singing at school for lunch. I was very jealous of that.
I did watch He-Man Masters of the Universe and then Classic Concentration. Then I had to go back to school.
You should have quit school.
that would be the days when you're calling sick. That's when you get to watch The Price is Right and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the sick thing. And it doesn't work like Ferris Bueller either, where he puts a big louder plane up and you're not feeling good. I don't know, threaten me with my life until she'll fucking kill me if I don't go to school, and I go to school. That'd be it, you know?
And you know what it really was? It was calling in lazy. It was calling in tired. Like, I don't want to get up.
Well, I wasn't the biggest fan for me. Like, I didn't like elementary. I didn't mind elementary school. I didn't like middle school. I wasn't a fan of that. I was a big fan of high school. I liked high school a lot. Because high school's a lot of fun where I was able to go do stuff. You know, let's cup every day. And no one will find out. And then the report card comes in. It's like, I don't know, 65 days, Scott's been here for 50 of them. Or like, Scott's missed 50 of them. And, you know, I don't see the outside world for another 2 weeks. Not like now where it's like, it's okay, son. If I yell at you, I'll go to jail. So don't worry about a thing there, son. How about this?
We were born the wrong time, Scott.
You missed a whole bunch of school? Let's say this. I'm going to buy you a PS5. How's that sound, son? Sounds great, Dad, but it better have the fucking center hard drive. I'm going to tell them you beat me. It's okay, son. Anything you want. These kids these days, and they're skipping school and marijuana smoking and turning into girls.
Awful.
But anyway, so that is Abyss to Zenk, episode 5. A lot of fun there. We'll jump back into another one in the near future. Put some comments there. Subscribe. If you're still watching. If you're not, then fuck off.
Yeah, and also let us know if there's any Zenk matches that you'd like to see us cover here on Abyss to Zenk, because we have a ways to go, and we'll probably get to it. But if you have a link to maybe like a Russian YouTube or some other places.
You think there's matches in Russia? You think there's random matches of Tom Zenk in Russia that nobody knows about?
No, I'm saying Russian YouTube gets around a lot of copyrights.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Does YouTube even work in Russia anymore over the whole situation with the war?
Oh, yeah. There's people like that will find like like YouTube Switzerland, and we'll send you a link to like a match that you can't get in Canada or the States.
I'm gonna make it one comment before we go, and I wish people are watching this. I might put it at the front. Vice, you are some dirty motherfuckers, man. How in the world can you just like money? Like, okay, if nobody knows what this, they probably know by the time they watch this.
Yeah.
Vice has decided to put Dark Star on hold to work with who, Andrew? Who are they working with?
The company that puts smiles on faces, and that is a family. That would be Titan Sports.
How in the so Vice's thing for a long time was the cool, like, that was their little thing, like unbiased documentaries, and now it's like you just went with the money, bro.
Yeah, and Discovery used to show like animal documentaries, and now it shows motorcycle shows. So things change, plans change.
You go with the money.
Card subject to change.
And this what kind of Dark Side of the Ring are they going to be? Like when Hogan lost the belt in 88? Like
no, it's gonna be when Brett screwed Brett. It's gonna be when Austin took his ball and ran home. It's gonna be when Sasha and Naomi cried. They're gonna like paint the wrestlers that dared to do anything against the almighty WW. Then they'll just be painted in a bad light. Like if anybody's gonna be talking about having drug issues, it's gonna be when they left the World Wrestling Federation.
That's another thing. Like, you know what? To the guys at Dark Side of the Ring, I know they're not watching this, but hey, you know what? Go somewhere else and do it. We're behind you. We're behind you. We'll watch you. We don't need this bullshit with WWE. They're fucking cocksuckers. Anyway, let's leave it on a happy note, everybody. So we thank you for watching. And this is Zenk. We'll see you next time.